It's another video, and this time we're not touching the NB. The NB is sort of done. Hopefully you would have seen the driving impressions before you actually make your way onto this video. We did the Darren door bushings, and of course we fitted some Frankenstein bolts, and that allowed us to run with the hard top on the NB for the first time. Rather impressive. Changes the vehicle, I'll tell you that much. What we're going to do today is we're going to be tackling the NA again, and this was one of the first mods that I ever wanted to touch, but it was a little price inhibitive. These parts were not available locally, so they had to be imported. Once again, we went through Modification, and as I said last time, well, they begged me over and went in dry. They didn't even have the courtesy of buying me dinner first. Well, it wasn't really Moss, it was more our local customs, so I'm not going to pin the blame on Moss there. In fact, I've been rather impressed with Moss because the quality of the items that they've sent out is, well, brilliant. It's sublime. What are we going to be doing today? Well, as the title alludes, we're going to be installing a set of TSIs. I have longed for these. I love the look of the TSIs on the NAs, and I really wanted to do it. So what I did in the beginning was I just laminated the turn signals, the front indicators, and that gave me that sort of blacked out look, and it worked really well with the black and white, the monochrome theme that I was going with. And well, this is now just the next step, and that, well, this is going to do really well for an upcoming upgrade, and I'll allude to that at the end of the video. Let's take a look here. TSIs from Moss. Have opened the box. I did take a look at them, I couldn't resist. Okay, here we go. Not too much packaging, but a little bit of plastic. They're hard wearing, they're exterior items. Zoom, and get rid of that. How good does that look? Look at it. Just look at it. Man, that is tidy. Okay, so I didn't go with the LED replacements. I'm just going to run my standard turn signals in the side here. I actually do think I'm going to need to get orange bulbs. I think I've got white ones in there with just orange lenses. Not the end of the world, it's a weekend car. But here we go, nice opening, and that's going to feed a little bit of air into the engine bay. Yep, I did say that these are going to help, and I am needing airflow into the engine bay. To give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing. Alright, let's take a look at it. Let's tackle these. It's time to do away with these old things. Now they've served me well, they are the original ones, but it is time to go and fit a set of these turn signal intakes. Now my interest in Mazda MX-5s did start largely around modifications, and that's what got me accepting the NA a lot more, was the fact that there was so much that you could do with them. Believe it or not, turn signal intakes and gauges were, well, two of the modifications I was most excited to do to the vehicle. And I've only, well, changed the bulbs and laminated these, tinted these. So I'm really excited about this. I love watches and I love looking at gauges, and the fact that you can modify the gauges of the Mazda MX-5, well, that also is one of the things that drew me to them. I haven't modified the gauges yet, and I think that possibly is one of those modifications that will be on the cards. In fact, I have a package and a delivery that is on its way that will allow me to do exactly that. But let's get around to changing these. Okay, two little issues that I do have. So my parking light holder has, well, it's falling apart here. It's held in place pretty well, but yeah, it's seen better days. That will need to be replaced. The thing is, the turn signal intakes don't allow for this, so I'm actually just going to tape this up and tuck it in the back of the bumper. The second is, well, this glaring little issue here, and that's a lot of paint chipping off. Front bumper is going to need to be resprayed. It's filled with a lot of little hairline cracks and spider webs and that. It's one of those things that I'll tackle in due course. It's also got a lot of stone chips in it. Turn signal intake's going to block most of that, but it's still going to be rather unsightly. It's a pity, but it'll do for the meantime. There we go. Turn signal intakes installed to within, well, about 90%. A really easy swap. The old indicators come out and you just screw in the old indicators. Tape up the old daytime running lights or park lamps and, well, you're good to go. My niggle is I do need orange bulbs, so these are busy flashing white, and that is illegal in South Africa. So I'm going to have to change those out. I'll have to wait for the stores to open again before I can tackle that, but not the end of the world. A couple bucks, 5 minutes, and they're changed out. I know there's going to possibly be a couple questions about my headlights. eBay specials. 7-inch Jeep LED headlamps with halos, and you can tell that they're made in China because, well, you can see the halo has already started failing on that side. So not ideal, but I like the look of them. Spent some time aligning them because they are super bright, but it's still going to see through your soul and into your darkest, deepest secrets. In any case, TSIs are done. I want to get this out. I want to get some great photos of this in the light. You can hardly see it here in the dark. It is a stealth mod, but it's one that I was so looking forward to doing. I didn't have all the hardware. So the Mosmiata ones that they sent out, I believe these are the Jazz Performance ones, didn't have any screws, but that's okay because I just used the old screws and you know they're going to fit. It's also going to require a little bit of silicone just to seal up that light because, well, that rubber seal has been squashed over time and it's not a tight fit in there. And I'll just want to keep any water, dirt and debris out from those bulb elements. But it's within 95%. I love the way it looks. Thanks for watching, and see you soon with a bit of a driving impression, but of a different kind. Oh, and I did mention that these would be helping with a future modification. Well, I've just sent off particulars for customs clearance. Right now, in fact, 5 minutes ago. It just got requested from me. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm wondering what that could be. Do you know?